Welcome back to the channel, folks. This is Daily Update for MULN stock. Did you guys know that MULN Automotive is supposed to receive $290 million in cash? And the reason that is significant is because when your operations is not successful, cash is very much needed to run operations, okay? You cannot raise money every time. You cannot go to the investors. I mean, the stock price is already plummeting, so you really can't raise a lot of capital. So whatever cash you have, you're running out of it. So before I get into the detail of this catalyst, let's take a look at company's current cash position. Operating cash flow right now is negative 84 million. Even though it says negative 84,000, you got to times that with 1,000, it becomes 84 million. This is negative 84 million, which means MULN Automotive right now is not profitable. Investing cash flow is negative 130 million is because they recently purchased in last November. They purchased ELMS company, which cost them about 105 million, which is why you see 130 million, including other expenses. Financing cash flow is the money they were able to raise throughout, stock market, warrants, whatever, or they're offering from the equity side, 322. Their end position with all these negatives, they're running at about 107 million. Now, if you notice here, every year they're losing. Every year is increasing, right? Before it was negative 3 million, negative 4 million, negative 7 million. Now they're up to negative 84 million operations, right? Let's say if this year they'll go down to negative 90 or negative 95 in the operations, and let's say they're not successful even this year. Okay, in that case, they need cash. They need to be able to pay people, their whatever hourly wage or whatever, salaries they have. They need to pay up those things, right? Expenses they need to pay up. So they need to have cash. Otherwise, if they're running low on no cash, then definitely the company is doomed at that point. Of course, you could take a look at their balance sheet, and I don't want to go into the details, but cash is very important. Please understand that. So now, what is this catalyst now? They're supposed to receive 90 million expected cash in April 2023, which is a breathing room for them because 90 million is good enough to cover them at least this year from the expenses standpoint. However, they also got into a contract with RMI company where they're guaranteed to buy 6,000 vehicles from MULN Automotive this year. 6,000. You know how much that's going to be? They're going to receive a total of $200 million. So this is a great news, which means if the rate they're going with their cash, like with their operating cash flow, even if they increase by 15 million every year and they don't make money, 200 plus 90 is 290 million. I think they are good for another 2 years to 3 years to run just solely on that cash they're going to raise from this. But I think the company's making moves. They're hiring a lot of engineers, as I made a video the other day. Now, this is all in the SEC filing, right? Which is what they're telling this is what's going to happen now. So this is sort of guaranteed that this is what's happening. So that's a good thing, right? It's not something that is not my opinion. It's not somebody else's opinion. This is what they are giving to SEC that, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is our contract, and everything is available online. And you could check it out on the Edgar website that, okay, this is the contract. This is the agreement between the company, and this is the 90 million they're going to receive in April 2023. As far as the levels are concerned, they're hovering around 22 cents. Again, 21 cents, I believe, is a very high demand level. It could come down to 21 cents. But in March, we have a big day coming up on March 7th to 10th. Of course, it could catch that short squeeze that we're talking about. There's a lot of short interest on the stock as well. So once we catch a momentum, I think it can take off. It could go to $1. I'm aiming for $1 right now because it has to cross a lot of supply levels. It has to cross 25 cents, 27 cents, 29 cents, 31 cents. And then you could think about going to 41 cents and on so forth. So there's a lot of levels that has to cross. But March 7th to 10th, they're going to have a good announcement. There's conference coming up. I made a video about that as well. There's a conference coming up. Bollinger is going to demonstrate their truck. And MULN is also having a conference after that, their own conference. So I think these things will be a good catalyst to the stock. However, I want to be very clear on this. I don't think the company is going anywhere, right? Like, it's not going bankrupt or it's not going down this year or next year. They're going to have enough cash on hand to be able to pay off these expenses. And I think this will be at least have the company survive if they go the way they are going right now. However, I do think they are making moves, which I definitely think the company will revive. Hopefully this year, by end of this year. So I'm catching up on the stock every day. I'm making video for you guys. So if you guys are new to the channel, do consider subscribing, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.